Hello there everybody and welcome back to episode 10 of my gameplay series for the middle-aged Naba faction in Dominion 6. So this is also going to be the last episode of this gameplay series, as we hopefully will get our game through today. Another few things that are on the top of my mind before we get started. First off, I will in future series set it up in a way that we have a victory with 5 out of 6 thrones claimed. That will be hard enough, and in this situation a 6 out of 6 will be really hard. And the other thing is, let me know in the comment sections which factions you want to see played too, because at the end of the day I am all in for audience wishes, because this game is so full with stuff that I just can't tell you what I can't say. And the third thing is, oh my god, have I not used my resources in this game? Well, it is something that, in all honesty, I feel like I still have to learn a lot about, and using everything that the game has in store for you is quite hard, you know. Something you learn over the course of the time. But we will today do a wonderful little thing, because I stumbled over something that might help us in our battle with the ABYSIANs, and that is an evocation spell, level 8, Chain Lightning. So our sorcerers are not able to do that automatically. We will have to use storm power for that, but I have some hopes that this might be something. It's armor negating, it's chaining, therefore it's pretty much good against these guys that are highly armored, and many, you know, chaining 20. A couple of these might blast away these heavy infantry dudes that they are fielding, and with some luck, this might be what we need to win the war, who knows. So we're going to go for this kind of setup here, and hold in here, Control 1, and let's copy that. I really got no clue if that's really going to be as good as I hope it will be, as the fatigue costs behind that are relatively high, but we are going to send in a swarm of mages and see if they can change the tides of battle. Because currently, I gotta say, this is freaking scary what we're up against here. There's such a huge blob of troops here. If that all falls down on me in one go, I don't know how we're supposed to win this. On the other hand here now, there's another plan, another ace up my sleeve that I want to play. I want to pull off some Mordor style vibes. You know, we're going to go for a operation behind enemy lines. I want to try if I can sneak in a nice strike force of 100 and such troops, and then we're going to go in there and capture their throne province behind their back. I don't know how well that'll work, but you know, it's better to have a plan rather than having no plan at all. So that's what we're going to do. We're raising troops at Kinnan, and we're basically trying to bounce the enemy now around and keep them busy, as that's the best thing that we can do right now. At the same time, we are going to go and... that's an auto search? Nah. We are going to go for our friend Fadil. This. And Fadil will start constructing the palisade here in the deep forest, as this is really the best thing that I know that we could do. We are going to go forward to construction level 9, as I really don't know what we're supposed to do apart from that. So, there we go. Let's see how that turn plays out. So, a battle at Gintmark has been overrun by the ABYSIAN forces, but no, we overran them. Oh, all right. So let's check out what we did there. So really important for me to see how these things play out. So their frontline fire thingies, they don't really do that much. I mean, our inherent fire resistance on all of our troops, or on this part, on some of our troops, comes in super handy here. Well, our Jun have been routed. So let's see. We lost mostly elite soldiers. Alright. So Gintmark. That was, as a matter of fact, supposed to be one of our fallback stacks. And yeah, alright. Never mind. I don't know how we're supposed to switch this, but I don't think we are able to do anything against that. Oh boy. Well, I suppose it's going to be a short episode. Alright, so yeah. I mean, to be totally fair here, I was sitting on my hands a lot of the time here, you know. That is just what it is. We could have done a lot more with our resources. I'm sitting on huge stockpiles of gemstones. But I gotta say, one thing was really a problem for me this entire campaign over. When I was ogling at my options versus the ABYSIANs, pretty much nothing of my options was really decent or powerful or anything like that. So, well, Kazip was not murdered. That's good. So here we go. Saved by the Mistform. Mistform, blur. Yeah, he didn't get him get a hit in. So Deep Forest is, well, just a slight attack on the Deep Forest. Gintmark, there's the main army. 219 pieces of infantry. Well, Great Dunes was just a small force here. Griffin Rock, 527 troops. Yeah, we're basically just getting overrun here. Although I gotta say, we do fight quite decently. Probably the camel riders would have been an option too. I mean, legit first time being that far in the late game. That is, to me, all new stuff here, you know. So they also happen to sneak a lot of assassins around the map. But the amount of army here is shocking, you know. I really have no clue how we're supposed to fend this off. But, well, I think the big mistake was just that we didn't have enough, that we didn't raise enough things, didn't play the economy well enough. There's a lot of things that went wrong here. It's okay. I mean, learning is a very important thing, but I also do think that we drew a pretty difficult enemy with ABYSIA for our nation itself. That's just what it is. I really don't know how we're supposed to fall around this situation as, well, the AI feels so many troops. Even with the advantage of having a human brain, I really don't know how we're supposed to work around this numbers disadvantage. I mean, these guys here, they all don't have paths to fling out chain lightnings, so tell you what we're going to do. We're going to die guns blazing now and see what this will do if we all fall together on that. I mean, like I said, I have almost no experience with the game at this level, so it'll be a very educational experience. Could have done a lot more item crafting, and I think I underused my mages heavily in this run. I had them back in the mainland researching like crazy, but that was not too smart. there will be a lot more different things in the future. So, well, they killed each other. That's also interesting. So, 800, and that is really no over-exaggeration. I mean, there's 200 human bred, but alone these dudes. I really don't know how we're supposed to deal with that. So, Druidland. I want to see how the strategy plays out. I want to see how these chain lightnings go and how all these mage ladies are working out. So here goes all the storm power. Alright. Lots of flaming arrows, which is perfectly useless. Well, they're not casting any chain lightnings here because the enemy's too far away. But here goes chain lightning now. So, well, that does work out not too bad. But we are at an inherent disadvantage with our giant troops versus their heavy infantry. That is something that I can't accept. So, the real big problem that we got here is that no matter how we play this, with our current troop composition, we will always lose troops like crazy. And the enemy won't as much. Our fire magic is mostly useless against these guys, and here even our strongest army that we were fielding was really bleeding quite severely, you know. That was a lot of frontline that we lost there. The majority of our frontline is now gone. We've got only 90 allied archers sitting there that are, well, doing their thing, I guess. But this besieging enemy is about 1,000 units large. That is, that's quite something, eh? So we're going to try our best now to make this a victory in the last ditch effort. So we're going to go down to Mudwood, and we're going to see if we can sneak in a dirty victory. So let's see. We're going to march through down there to their throne province. Because there is no chance that we're going to be able to stop that monstrosity with 1,000 troops. I see a high likelihood that they might be conquering one of my other thrones. That would pretty much killing me. But up until then, let's give it a shot. I mean, what do we have? What's on stake here? Whoa, that was a long battle. So, Tenera, our small strike force broke through. That was down there, nothing unexpected. Mudwood, we destroyed them, but it was mostly a strike force of barbarians, so that was nothing too surprising there. But let's see how that played out in detail. I am curious. So we do have a lot of defensive spells down on our troops. And here goes now Chain Lightning. Oh yeah. Well, as we can see here, it's not really that our Malacat are killing that much, honestly. So probably this is not the strongest thing that we can do. So, Cedarwood Forest. Our troops fought bravely, and our alchemists killed 175 enemies. Now that's something that we need to look at. How the hell did they? Communions, alright. Group Iron Skin, alright, here we go. Don't see really the big advantage out of that. So here, Alright. So, I think I did a really big mistake in underestimating the value of just a huge amount of mages balled together that are just spamming their stuff. Alright. I mean, I kept saying this the entire series along, that I'm pretty new to this game. And I'm very, I beg for forgiveness if this game, if what I'm doing is hurting the feelings of experienced players. But I'm doing really the best that I can with the given situations here. Anyways, so we did cost them a lot with just that handful of alchemists. I gotta say, I really got to consider this in the future as a strategy that is working out way better than I anticipated. I didn't expect that. Alright, so 25 commanders are doing... That's the warning that you'd like to see, eh? Alright. So, I learned a lot out of this game. I think I could fight harder for the victory, in all honesty. But, well, forgive me if this is, well, that was just the, further attempt to reach through. Let's see, we're going to give them the next command here. At Druid Land, they're, now breaching through my lands like that. Tenera has been taken, and Mudwood. We have beaten back such a big chunk of army. Damn. Our Malakat went crazy, and our Adite archers also killed a lot, but now our troop stack is almost annihilated, so, yeah. Our enemies are just going to bring the next batch, whereas we're now suffering really from bringing extra reinforcements in. Well, we're being bombarded here ourselves, but I must say I am very underwhelmed by Chain Lightning. I really don't think that this is that much of a prime time spell, you know. All right, so yeah, we're going to get overrun here in the next turn before we are able to do something about that. We can send some reinforcements here, but it won't be enough. It won't be enough! As there's so much troop commotion over there, I mean, we can, of course, send another batch of troops. Sure, of course we can. But that area here, that will be not... we won't be able to hold that. Ah, well. So I did learn out of that a AI that I just let breed like a sleeping giant like that is going to walk all over me at some point. I also learned that I really need to try to think a little bit more ahead of, next time. So, Monarch Woods were just marching straight to their throne. The Mercs, Tenera, totally took them down there, and Mudwood. Yeah, that is now where we pretty much lost the game. We took a really huge hit here again. Our Malakat did take down 116 enemy. So yeah, I think with a little bit more experience and all, I might have had a chance of winning this. But of course, the enemy has a castle at Dragonscale Mountains and all. So I'm calling it a day here. There's such a huge amount of misdecisions that I have made, and so many things that I have failed to prepare. So many forts that have been built at the wrong spots. So many things that I can do better next time. That I'm okay with this one. I mean, it was, in all honesty, still a pretty unlucky matchup, as all of my primetime spells and tricks and late game things that Naba is featuring, the ABYSIANs just smirk off because it's just all fire damage. They're like, yeah, what do you want from me? I was surprised though that the meteor shower thingy, what was it? I don't know, I think it was Firestorm, no. There were some really big chunks falling from the sky in that fight from the alchemists. Whatever. Not all of these spells were as useless against these dudes as I thought they would be. But yeah, there's a lot to learn. So I will continue in the future with the next one. And I will prepare for my late game a little bit better. And I will go for a, well, maybe I won't go for a 5 of 6 rule of victory, as this will bring us to a more exciting late game after all. I mean, I would have skipped all over that, and we would have missed out some really epic battles in the end. I even gotta say, if I would have used these blokes here as well, and if I wouldn't had a fire-resistant enemy, I think we even would have won with that kind of setup there. I really think that was in the possibilities, especially since I didn't use my gemstones enough. Anyways, thanks for watching. We're going to continue with a new faction, with a new run, and I'll do better because I learn so much alongside of the series. Thanks for watching. Comments are welcome. A thumbs up would be appreciated, and consider subscribing. There's also plenty of links in the description box. Check out Discord. Check out Twitch, where I stream each Sunday evening, and there is also my Patreon, my PayPal, and my Buy Me a Coffee, and I'd be delighted if you'd gave them a look. And what's left to say is a big thanks to all the supporters of the channel, and a big thanks to you supporting the channel by watching this video until the very last drop. I am very, very happy to have you, and, well, next time we can do better. But I gotta say, I had that feeling that we had no chance against the ABYSIANs in the first place. But I gotta say, there were a couple of victories that, or a lot of damage that I took, that I did alongside of the way, that really did surprise me. And, well, with some more decisiveness, I would have even been able to sneak in a win, as their hinterlands here are horribly badly defended, as you see there. See you all next time.